With 3 weeks to go before the much anticipated midterm elections, voters in Tennessee can now cast their ballots. Good evening, I'm Josh Rowe.
And I'm LATRICIA Thomas. The Secretary of State's office is reporting higher turnout across the state on this first day of early voting. Brittany Martin joins us now live to tell us how local schools are tapping in to the youngest voters of this election cycle. Brittany.
LATRICIA, Josh, we're at the Election Commission here in Hamilton County, and it has slowed down a lot since we were here earlier today. At about lunchtime, the people were wrapped around this building completely, waiting a long time to get inside and vote here earlier today. And as many places are seeing these long lines, a North Georgia school has several initiatives to show students voting is important. Voters wait in line to cast their ballot.
It was very important to have a voice.
Something voters are used to seeing on Election Day. But this first day of early voting brought out quite the crowd. Natalie Green says she wanted to weigh in the first chance she had.
So I don't get too caught up in, day-to-day life and forget to do it on the 6th.
She brought her friends with her to make sure they didn't forget to vote either.
It's important to kind of band together and influence your friends and get them to come with you.
Tennessee's Secretary of State Trey Hargett tweeted today that polling locations across the state saw long lines. The same is happening in Georgia, where voters complained about a 3-hour wait in Cobb County. Lakeview Fort Oglethorpe High Principal Chance Nix says it's the job of educators to show students that elections are important.
I mean, it's a fundamental precept of our democracy, and high schools have a tremendous responsibility to educate kids about that.
538 Politics, a polling analytics group, says their data shows young voters could turn out in record numbers for this election. That's the hope of DeAndre K.K. Rowe. The senior class president at LFO worked closely with the principal to introduce students to voting before they're even registered.
Anything that they do, like them voting, can make a change in the world, like their voice matters.
The school brought in these voting machines used at the local precincts for students to cast their ballots for homecoming.
I think that's helping students, and me myself too, learn how to vote and get used to it, so when we need to actually vote, it's going to be easier for us.
LFO's principal says he's giving students an excused absence when they go register and when they go to vote. And in Marion County, Tennessee, the superintendent tells me teachers there are shuttling students to go vote. Reporting live in Hamilton County, Brittany Martin, News Channel 9.
Thank you, Brittany. As you go to the polls, remember to bring a government-issued ID. It's okay if it's expired, but it has to have your picture on it. A driver's license, a passport, a military ID, even a handgun carry permit, again, as long as it has your photo on that ID. To find out your designated voting location, check out your local election commission's website or download the Go Vote TN app.